Good morning. So we are continuing with Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Canto 1, Chapter 11, verse 24 onwards. Now in these remaining verses, we are going to understand how Sri Krishna is welcomed in Dwarka. Now so far we have seen that he has come from outside the gates to inside, and when he's entered the passageway to the palace, the entire roadway to the palace, how his welcome is. So people are coming from all over, they are putting him garlands, they are doing a lot of welcome ceremonies, they are putting maybe tikas or God knows, all those kind of things were happening during that time. So now we are going to go ahead and see what happens when he is going closer to his palace. Now he doesn't have one palace, he's got thousands of palaces. Naturally, because he has got so many wives. Alright, so now let us see what happens. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 11. This is verse 24. When Lord Sri Krishna passed over the public roads, all the ladies from the respectable families of Dwarka went up to the roof of their palace just to have a look at the Lord. They considered this to be a great festival. The inhabitants of Dwarka were regularly accustomed to look upon the reservoir of all beauty, the infallible Lord, yet they were never satiated. The Lord's chest is the abode of the goddess of fortune. His moon-like face is the drinking vessel of eyes which hanker after all that is beautiful. His arms are the resting place for administrative demigods. His lotus feet are the refuge of pure devotees who never talk or sing of any other subject except his lordship. So here, Ved Vyas is giving a very beautiful description of how everybody is welcoming Sri Krishna. He is saying that the women over there, the ladies from respectable families, they went to the terrace. Now naturally the terraces were maybe a story or two-story tall, so naturally from there they were able to see him go from there, from below on the road. And this is a grand ceremony happening. Just imagine there is a time when the person is going alone on the road, he can go faster. But when there are thousands of people following him and thousands ahead of him, the journey takes a very, very long time. It's the same thing which happens to anybody. Now, there in Vrindavan also, you'll find that there is a Swamiji called Premanand Swami. Now, when he goes out on the road, he goes at 2 a.m. in the night, 2 a.m. It's in the middle of night. Because during the day, there will be too much of crowd. This is what the thinking was. But unfortunately, at 2 a.m. in the night also, there are thousands of people thronging over there to welcome him. And people are never quiet. See, they want to make noise, they want to do all the full arti, mala, this, that, everything they want to do at that time. They want to take his darshan. All right. So they are also bursting crackers. They are doing a lot of activities. Somebody is playing the drums and all that. So imagine, here is a human being who is walking on the streets. But there is Sri Krishna. He is actually riding on the chariot. And the chariot is not going too fast. Because people are thronging on both the sides. Some are walking in front, some are walking behind. And this could be old people, this could be young people. This is a very, very similar scene that happens every year in a place called Jagannath Puri. I'm sure you have heard of Jagannath Puri. You see, they have a very big, chariots, 3 chariots, not one. 3 chariots are pulled by lakhs of people. They are pulling it by the big, thick ropes that are there. And the journey, just a few, kilometers away, is taking a very long time. It is a very beautiful occasion where you see such wonderful activity happening. Everybody is singing songs, everybody is dancing, Everybody is, doing the Jai Jaikar. They are saying Jai Shri Krishna. They are saying loudly different things. I mean, those who have visited even Balaji, in Tirupati, Govinda, Govinda. The loudly they will proclaim. And everybody is so much interested in going inside, pushing each other. They want to go inside. Imagine the scene that is happening there. Here also a similar scene is happening. And when this scene is happening, Sri Krishna is passing from below. All the men and all the people who are atta-katta, all the well-built people, they can walk on the road. The women can't walk on the road. All right, so they are standing on their terraces and they are looking at him and wishing him. And some people are bowing down to him. It's a grand occasion. And when he is passing, it is like a great festival. I just described the festivals to you, how it would look. You see, your whole mind will go to that place, how it would have looked. They were accustomed to seeing Krishna's face. See, one thing you got to know, every day when you go to a temple, every day, now let us say you are going to a temple every day, or every day you are passing, maybe, you have one devghar in your house, a place where you have your gods, every day you are passing from there. You are doing just one namaskar and going. But there will be grand occasions, isn't it? And during that grand occasions, what do? You don't just stop there. You are literally praying to the God over there and looking at him as if it's the only day in your life that is there. It is like that. Think about it. Imagine Sri Krishna has gone from those roads every day. But now he is coming back from fighting that war, Mahabharata. And when he is passing on the road, people are just literally pouring out like this to see him and welcome him. You see, even in our life, when we meet someone who is very, very dear to us, after a very, very long time, you can't control yourself. You are going to cry, you're going to hug the person, and you're going to literally, I don't know what all activities you will do. Imagine that. That is what is happening over there. Everybody is having an outpouring of love. And this love is amazing. And everybody is watching him. Now look at his comely figure over there. He is standing there. Now we may say, is he dressed properly? Really? Well, he has to show his kaustubh, isn't it? He has to show his Srivatsa, isn't it? So naturally, the funniest part of it all is when great sages and saints, when they come, okay, they may just have a garment below, but the top garment is going to be literally open. Okay, because they have something on them which is very, very important. He has this face which is open. Okay, think about it like this. I just want you to imagine the horrible people that you see today in all the movies. Okay, or all these Facebooks and Instagrams and this and that, and the villains and the kings who are played in all these pictures. Are they real? They are unreal. First and foremost, they don't even show what their faces look like. They are fake people. You see, even for identification purposes, if I wear one burqa with only this much of eyes seen, you are not going to allow me in your country. Many countries don't even allow. They will say, remove this so that we can do a facial identification. With everybody growing beard, do you see them looking like some great people, or they look like Gunda Mavalis? No God, no Sri Krishna is not going to be a Gunda Mavali type of person. He will never grow his beard. Neither is Shiva. Brahmaji doesn't come in front of anybody. He doesn't even have a temple, only one temple somewhere. And we also, hardly people go there. Okay? But have you ever gone to Sri Lanka and seen him with one long flowing beard like this? Never. Have you seen Balaji like that? Have you seen all these gods, how they sleep also? Their top garments are open. They may have one pancha like this, on their body. That's it. And that is how they are. You can see through their eyes because they are truthful. These people who have big mustache, big beard, long hairs, can you make out whether he's a man or a woman? Today you can't even identify a man when you look at his beard because he looks like in between those people. You understand? They look like men, but they are not men from any angle. Alright? Sri Krishna looks comely, but he is a man amongst the man. And that is the reason why when you see his moon-like face as a drinking vessel for eyes, when you look at his face, the face has characteristics of a human being, not a jungly, not a person from Stone Age. These people are from Stone Age. They look ugly and they think they look like men. I think they are completely mistaken, and women are falling for these bearded people. For what, I don't know. Okay, take one coconut and take one long beard and paint it over there. That is the man you are looking for. There is nothing in that face. Here is Sri Krishna. You can look into his eyes. You can look at his face. You can look at his beautiful teeth. You can look at his ears. He doesn't have long hair like that. No. His arms are the resting place. Okay. Of the administrative demigods. Who are the administrative demigods? The gods which rule this world. They rule. You understand what I am saying? They are the rulers of this whole land, and through his arms, they are there all on his arms. Okay? And his lotus feet are the refuge of pure devotees who never talk or sing of any subject except his lordship. How are his lotus feet? They are in Nikes. They are open. They are open for people to see the beauty of the feet. Because from there the Ganga flows. If you put a Nike and then you expect the Ganga to flow, it is not going to happen. Right or wrong? It will get stuck up over there. So think like that. The Ganga and the rivers of all the rivers flow from his feet. And all the sages and saints, the resting place is his foot. Shivji's head is below his feet. Anybody knows this? You see, he stuck the Ganga in his head, and the Ganga is flowing from the feet of Sri Krishna. So where will Sri Krishna's feet be? I hope you get the point very clearly. So Sri Krishna is like that. So the Ganga flows from there. All the great gods and demigods and everything is there in his body. Alright? And his feet is a resting place of all these sages, saints, rivers, mountains, valleys, everything that is so beautiful is there in his feet. Then, as the Lord passes upward on the public road of Dwarka, his head is protected from the sunshine by the white umbrella. White feathered fans move in semicircles and shower of flowers fell upon the road. His yellow garment and garlands of flower made it appear as if dark clouds were surrounded simultaneously by sun, moon, lighting and rainbows. Now, the yellow garment is the most important garment, which is there on top of his body, top portion. Okay. And the bottom portion is a different color garment. Okay. Now when he is standing in the chariot, you can see the yellow color garment fluttering away. And when that fluttering away is happening, you can see above on top of his head, there is a white color umbrella. Chhatra, Chhatra, that is this Chhatri on top of his head. And you can see on both the sides, the fans are there. Okay. Has anybody gone to Shri? Have you seen, or even in Balaji's temple also, have you seen those people are waving those fans like this? Okay. Those are very fine, I don't know what it is called, but it's done like this. These are not fans, okay. This is a very perfumed kind of a thing, which is a charmer or something like that it's called. His yellow garments and garlands of flowers appear as if a dark cloud was surrounded simultaneously by sun, moon, lighting and rainbows. That means what? Colorful flowers are there. These flowers are in plenty of colors. His garment is yellow in color. The garment below is a different color. Okay, what is the color? Rajma will tell you. He is having garlands. Okay, I want you to think of the garlands that he has. Yes, the pitambari we call it. The garland that is there are of yellow, green, blue, yellow, purple, these, that, all colors. Which flowers are those? You can see, no? There are lots of flowers with different colors. So they are all hung on his neck. His whole chariot is also done like that. People will wonder, oh, he is not like a gentleman, He doesn't go to office. He's not wearing black, grey and white. Imagine Sri Krishna going to office, vice president or president of the company or CEO. I am only going to wear black color clothes and a coat is like this. No coat. He is a colorful person. He has to be dressed colorfully. We have a plethora of colors. Have you been to all these holy celebration? Holi is around the corner. Holy celebration, full color, Dinchak colors are going on. We are very bright people. So all colors are going to be there. One day, I was going on the streets of Indonesia. Okay, this place is called Jogjakarta. Now, Jogjakarta is a very colorful place. When we were roaming through those places, I was seeing the fabric that was stacked up over there like this. All fabric, dark, all big piles of fabric. That is ikat, by the way. Okay, it's tie and dye from, like, India is a primary location, Indonesia is another primary location. You will find that Indonesia made all these from the dyes from India. And the art of ikat actually originates from Indonesia. It came from there to India. India is a dyeing center. They will dye the fabrics, they will dye the threads and they will give. And they will weave it. So if you ever go to Indonesia and see the beautiful colors, you will come to know. Okay, yesterday I was just giving one, we were just talking, okay. And Rajma is saying, I want to learn this dance from Anisha. I said, which dance? Oh, like some dance. So I said, there is a place in India which is also called by some of those names. It's called Kathak. Have you heard of the word Kathak? She said Kathak, I made it Kathak. So Kathak is a place where it is in Orissa. Jagannath Puri side, there, near God. Okay. And then I said, oh, you have to entice somebody, no? So I said, do you know Kathak is famous for what? Well, what? Kotki sari. Go and see Kotki sari. Colorful, Dinchak colors are there all over the place. If you are to ever go to, Orissa, all different colors, Dinchak colors, all yellow, green, red, blue, all kinds of colors, plethora of colors are there. This is a tie and dye method. So think like that. Sri Krishna is like a full, colorful personality. He is not like a God who is wearing grey and black and all that, okay? Grey black gods are, Indian gods are not grey and black and white and all those, dull colors. They are very exuberant creatures. They are very excitable people. So we all have all kinds of, okay. If the moment the color red comes in front of you, whose color you will think of? Kali's color, all red, 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 red. So it is like that. So all rainbow colors are there. Okay. After entering the house of his father, he was embraced by the mother present, and the Lord offered his obeisance unto them by placing his head at their feet. The mother was headed by Devaki, his real mother. Why is he saying Devaki is real mother? He has got foster mothers also. And he has got too many mothers, okay? Because everybody wants to mother him. Krishna is like that, Some people, they have the matrubhav. They have the motherly love for Krishna. They want to feed him. They just want to go. They want to feed him. They want to treat him like a baby. He may be a grown-up person, but still they will want to treat him like a baby. So he is welcomed inside the palace. By whom? By his parents. By all the courtiers over there. Everybody who is over there. So he's entered the doors of the palace. And he has immediately on entering, he is not walking like this, like that, okay. He is walking there, and every person that he meets, he bows down and touches their feet. This is the culture of India. We are supposed to bow down and touch the feet, not just stand over there, hi, hello, how are you? No shaking hands, illa. No handshaking, no namaskar, bow, touch the feet, elderly people. So we all have to do that whenever you meet a person, okay? Then he placed his head at their feet. The mothers were headed by Devaki, his real mother. The mothers, after embracing their son, sat him on their laps. Due to pure affection, milk sprang from their breasts. They were overwhelmed with delight, and tears from their eyes wetted the Lord. They are old people, hundreds of years. And see, it is all because of, it's a very funny thing, I have to tell you this. Okay, the flow of milk is not dependent on some nonsense that you believe in, okay? Please remember this. It is directly proportional to the love that you have. All right? Even if that lady, she may be 100 years old, doesn't matter. See, it is all about love. It is not about, you have hormonal changes and this thing happening and that thing happening, doesn't matter. I will give you an example of this. Okay? Now, this is something which you need to understand. A cow is also treated as a mother in our religion. I hope you know this. So there is a cow who is not giving any milk. This is a case of Tukaram Maharaj. It's also the case of Nrsimha Saraswati. These are stories which are very common. You will find the cow has become old. She's not in a position to, forget about giving milk. She's in a very, position when she might die and all that. But then Tukaram Maharaj says to his wife, he says, why are you bothered about it? Just go and pray to her and say, I would like to have milk for my children. And the cow will give you the milk. A cow which is not supposed to give milk starts giving milk. It is an amazing phenomena. It cannot be countered by science, by the way. People think, science is what gives us this. So they will put them with injections and the hormones and this and that and that. Nothing. I tell you, nothing like that is required. Today, people are going scientific. Here, we are going very faith people. People are interested in faith. Now, in faith, where there is nothing, the person will have. Even in Baba's case, also Sai Baba's case, have you not seen a 65-year-old woman is having a child? Is it possible? Think about it. Is it possible? A person who has cancer, fourth stage, is about to die, meets a guru. He just says, all will be well. And the cancer itself disappears from there. There is no trace of cancer anywhere. How is that possible? Think about it. And that is the reason why we should not discount these stories, because they have some significance. So the significance is what we are trying to understand. The scriptures actually tell us stories, but the stories have a lot of secret messages in them. We have to understand the message. Alright? The mothers, after embracing their son, sat him on their laps. Now the ladies are old. Think about it. You see, I'm sure some of you have grandmothers who are 80 and 90. My grandmother was 94 years old when she passed away, 94 or 96 when she passed away. I mean, she could walk and she could talk and she could defeat anybody. That is how she was. She was bent like a question mark, okay? What, my God, you should see the energy that she had. She could do hundreds of things. We had to tell her, don't do. My mother-in-law also was like that. We had to tell her, please, can you not go to the kitchen all the time? Can you sit over here, please? We will keep one servant for you. No. Who is going to make food? I want to make food. Arre Baba, you don't make food. And there is one lady who comes over here. I forgot. I can't even talk to her saying, don't go to the kitchen. If I say don't go to the kitchen, she'll start crying. Why? She wants to make something and feed. When I go, Rajma's mother, when she comes, like I have to tell her, I don't want tea, I don't want coffee. But when I come in front of her, she will ask me, little coffee, little tea. And I can't say no to her, see. I say, yeah, little only, little, huh? Coffee or tea? I said, what are you having? No, you tell me what you are having. I said, I'll have coffee. Because she likes coffee, so I will order coffee. Immediately she will. So, you can't stop these people. You see, this is what is called breast full of milk. It is love. It is not breast. It is love. And the love is beyond anybody's imagination. You can't even imagine what happens. When they are actually loving like this, the whole world is, around them, they are literally only focused on that one entity. That's it. And that is how these mothers, he has a lot of mothers, so all these mothers are there. Yashoda Maya is also there, okay? So think like that. Everybody is welcoming him. And that is why it is like that. Alright? Thereafter the Lord entered his palaces, which were perfect to the fullest extent. His wives lived in them, and they numbered over 16,000. Precise 16,108, okay? And plus. Because there, Vrindavan also, what God knows, I don't know. No count. Don't count also. Okay, the queens of Lord Sri Krishna rejoiced within their minds to see their husband home after a long period abroad. Abroad means he had gone for war, remember that. The queen got up at once from the seat and meditations, as was socially customary. They covered their faces shyly and looked about coyly. Now I was born in a place where all these big ceremonies are there, okay? You will not find the main lady in the house is not going to say anything. Okay, when you look at her, she is in her room. She is Rani Maharani of that place, okay? So, and she will have hundreds of servants around her, okay? And they will come and they will ask her some questions. And then she will give them the answers. Do this, do this, do this. So basically they have an activity which would be very akin to how great people would be in like meditation and stuff like that. See, think about it. We don't expect a woman to be meditating. We expect her to be doing crochet or, knitting a sweater or something. No. crochet, knitting sweater, they will have 100 servants to do. Okay? They don't have to do. So, so they will be praying to God. You will find that the biggest Rani that was there, okay, she has one small image which is today in Udupi. You know Udupi is there in India. Now in Udupi, his image is in Udupi today. It is called Udupi Krishna. There is one small image over there. Can you see that one next to that golden thing? That is Udupi Krishna. Okay. So Udupi Krishna is an image which was there with his number one wife. And she used to pray to him every day. Because see, husband is in war and all these places, wherever he was going. He was going abroad, no? So what to do? So yeah, every day hey Krishna, maybe enacting a play in the minds and something like that. So they would be like this. And that is what they are talking about. So the moment Sri Krishna enters this place, where all these different 16,000, more than 16,000 plus places, I don't know how much time it will take for him to cover all the whole place up. I have to think about it. I have to ask Krishna about it. So he is going to meet his wife. And all these wives are there. And by the way, I want you to think about it. You don't even remember the name of if you have 10 children, you won't remember the name of the third one also. You'll call him number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Like this you will call. Okay. And he has to remember 16,108 names. One of the biggest. And their children, by the way, not just names of these women, but their children also. Elder one is this one, second one is this one, third one. So the whole, gang over there, full gang is over there. And you have to say, kaise ho beta, bahut theek ho na, bahut achhi baat hai. I'm saying in Hindi, but he must be speaking Sanskrit, I think, or some other language. So, think like that. He is to meet everybody. And all these women are literally waiting for him. Today's day and age, a woman would be waiting with one big, latna. Latna means what? A rolling pin. You come home, I will show you. You idiot, you have been gone out for too long. So at Sri Krishna time, you can't do that because he's the boss of the whole place. So naturally, they are hugging him and doing all these kind of things are happening. And these women, they are socially customary. They cover their faces shyly and look about coyly. It is socially required. Reality is different, okay? Reality is totally different. Gungat ki aad mein dilbar ka. You can sing one song like this, So their hearts are pumping. They are going all bump, 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 bump all the time. And they are thinking, my dear Lord has come. I don't know why I have to cover my face like this. This is not good. I want to remove well, children are there, in front of children. How are you going to do all that? And he doesn't come alone. His whole company will come behind him. Now you want to meet this wife, number 1, wife 2, wife 3. It is like a ceremony. Where is that me time? No me time. All right, so very funny situations for those poor women. All right, so then what happens? The insuperable ecstasy was so strong that the queens who were shy first embraced the Lord in the innermost recesses of their heart. They can't do it outside. Then they embraced him visually, and then they sent their sons to embrace him, which is equal in personal embracing. But, O chief amongst Brigus, those they tried to restrain their feelings, they inadvertently shed tears. I told you just now, whole gang, everybody is over there, okay? Full Paltan is over there, and maybe his mother is also accompanying, and the wife will be saying, "Are yaar, ye kyun aayi yahan par?" Why is she come behind him? I want to embrace him, but I can't. I have to behave. Swami, Prananath, aap kaise ho? I mean, imagine the old-fashioned stories are going on. And the poor thing, she has to keep quiet She is embracing him in her heart only. She can't tell him that, and she can't tell anybody because all chiller party is next to her. Chiller party means all her children are there. All the children, Papa, Papa, Papa. I mean, just imagine, Papa, Papa, Daddy, Daddy. Everybody is running to him. And they all want to know, मेरे लिए क्या लाया? बोला मिडिल ईस्ट गया, दुबई से क्या लाया? So it is like our great friend Mr. Vivanshu. He's coming back. His daughters are going to ask these questions. Exactly like that. All the children, they are there. They are welcoming him. Okay. And when they are welcoming him, they are talking dime a dozen. Whatever, that they have to. And Sri Krishna, imagine you are there in that place. What is going to happen to you? Okay. So, although Lord Sri Krishna was constantly by their side as well as exclusively alone, his feet appeared to them to be newer and newer. The goddess of fortune, though by nature always restless and moving, could not quit the Lord's feet. So what woman can be detached from these feet, having once taken shelter to them? This is something I mean, just imagine. When Lakshmi ji is staying at his feet, okay? And every day she's taking all, Nivea cream and all that and putting dingak. Full day, like okay, my Lord, I'm putting Nivea, okay. Now I'm putting this, I'm putting that. Okay. And she wants to outshine everybody. So more rubbing. Arre, yaar, mera feet hai wo. It is my feet. Be very careful what you do. And all the ladies, all these Rukmini, Satyabhama, everybody over there, they are looking at his feet. Bola, chamakta hai. They are all shining. That means, Lakshmi Devi is taking care of his feet. And on top of it, all the sages are also sitting over there. And water is free flowing, It's not like Yamuna water in Delhi, all dirty water. But this Yamuna is flowing, this Ganga is flowing very beautifully, cleaning the feet. All that is happening simultaneously. And Lord's feet are looking like a very beautiful thing. Okay. You can just imagine he's going in that, all that sneakers or something like that. It doesn't look proper. He has to go in the open shoes. What is that brand, big tomato type of thing that is worn by half of the world? I don't know what they do. Imagine. No. The problem is he doesn't wear Crocs in his feet. He wears them in his ears. Have you seen Krishna's ears? They have Crocs in it. So it is Krishna's ears having Crocs and his feet must be having something else. Bata shoes or Bata chappals. Okay, Hawaii chappals. Alright. So I hope you get the point. His ears have the kundal. Kundal, basically the hanging thing. That is made of crocodile. The crocodile shape, like this. Pointy font. Ting, 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 like that. And his feet, very clean, very beautiful. All red, shining. I don't know how it became red. He is dark in color. Okay, maybe his feet is red in color. I don't know. The Lord was pacified after killing those kings, were burdensome to the earth. They were puffed up with their military strength. Their horses, elephant, chariot, infantry, etc. He himself was not a party to the fight. He simply created hostility between the powerful administrators and they fought amongst themselves. He was like the wind which causes friction between bamboos and so sparks a fire. You have to understand Krishna's way of doing things. Okay? Always remember, he is going to be in the middle. Two people will fight and he will say, Maine kuch nahi kiya. I didn't do anything. What? You expect me? So next time if you are to meet Krishna, be very careful the way he talks and the way he behaves. He is like a Kalakandi master. One light somewhere, like that he'll put and he'll say, I didn't do anything. Because he loves to see the fight. So in his own ways, he is a non-reactive person. But he likes to see the people, get at each other. You know the reason why this happens? It's a very strange phenomenon, I'll tell you. Let us say there is a couple, okay? And the couple is always doing at loggerhead, they are doing Mahabharata all the time. What to do? So, he is going to say some words to one person, some words to another person, and maybe he'll, अरे ऐसा ही होता है, ये हो सकता है, like that. He will talk like this, अरे अच्छा, and why? And another big fight happens, dum. And then you will say, why is he creating this fight? Krishna is the villain. Oh, both of us are friends now. He is the villain. Do you get the whole point or no? It is a very funny way of saying that you two please get together and don't fight. Okay? And always remember one thing. You have fight with your dear ones only. Will you want to fight with your neighbor? You don't want to fight with your neighbor's wife, no? Maybe if she's beautiful looking, you want to have something else with her. But not fight with her, correct, no? So, so it is like that. So basically, the fights are nothing but a play of love. And that is what he does always. But in war situation, he is giving mukti. See, mukti is what you have to understand. I don't know how many of you have seen this movie called Chhawa. Okay. In Chhawa, I believe so many, scenes are there where the poor fellow is going through torturous, ceremonies. This Aurangzeb is doing all the torture to him. What is your feeling at that point in time? At that point in time, you are only feeling, let him go or let him die. One of the two feelings are there. Isn't it? You don't want to go through the torture of seeing a person go through that because you feel a lot. He is going through physical pain, you are going through mental pain, right? So that is the reason why at such times you feel that has to finish off. So that is the reason why you will find in war situation, when there are elephants, horses, this, that, so many things, they are injured. They are in the war, they are tired. What is the one thing that is required at that moment in time? You can't stop the war suddenly and say, okay, now we will all take rest. Doesn't happen. So the person dies. Mostly it is like that. So here, he is just describing a scene where the Lord was pacified after killing those kings who were burdensome to the earth. So this is a story from the Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, he was doing this kind of a thing. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, appeared on this planet by his internal potency and enjoyed himself among competent women as if they were engaging in mundane affairs. So here we are just giving an idea. Why does God do these things is a question everybody asks, no? Or no? Why does God do this? Why is he coming? What is the need for him? Does the Lord need a reason? I mean, ask yourself this question. Do you need a reason? No. He also doesn't need any reason. So always remember this. His causeless mercy is like that. Why does he come? You see, we have already, it is mentioned, he comes for the eradication of all the adharma that is happening. This we know already. Okay. But he is coming along with his coterie also, no? Or no? Why? Because that is a story. Okay. They are engaging in mundane affairs. Think like that. His internal potency is like that. Internal potency is very, very strange. You don't need, see, think about it. What was his age when he got married also? Very strange, no? Around 65 or so, or maybe 75 or so. That's a very old age to get married. And he's getting married to young women only. He's not getting married to old women. Okay? All these were youngsters. So the thought process is, oh my God, this is not good. But that is not how it works. He is the Lord. When he was going with Radharani was elder to him. सोचते हो कभी सोचा? You should think how this whole thing works. The eldest of the lady in Vrindavan was 70 years old. They were all in love with this young boy. So remember that. So here he is married to a young girl. It's not a problem. In your world it may be wrong. Okay. But it is the Lord himself. He doesn't have any age only. Do you understand? He is not aging like human beings. There is no age factor for him. He is eternal. Why should he have an age? And that is the reason why, because of his internal potency. Internal potency means how he was. Okay. Alright, I think we should stop here. Another 4 big verses are there. So, we'll say this: appeared by this planet on an internal potency and enjoyed himself among competent women as if he was engaging in mundane affairs. Engaging with women with mundane affairs. Now you will all have all wrong ideas coming in your brain. Are Baba, what is he doing? No. He is the Lord Almighty. Okay. His potency cannot be gauged by the way a person thinks. And that is the reason why he may be old or he may be young. It doesn't really matter. Because his internal potency is like that. He is the Lord of the universe. He can do whatever he feels like. And it will appear as if, oh, why is he with a young girl? Or why is he with an old woman? What is the need? Don't go by that. Just understand he is the Lord Almighty himself. He is capable of anything. Got it? So we have come to the end of verse 35 and we will stop over here.
Recording stopped.